Hi guys, I'm speaking, so in front of Poverty Killers Effects. So you're back again on YouTube, but this one is an educational video, it's not a day in a life or entertaining video. So as you guys requested that I should also post more of educational videos. So on this video I'm going to teach you guys how to take advantage of the market using breakouts, how to trade using breakouts. So before I start guys, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification button so that when I release a new video you get notified. So let's get started. Okay guys, so as mentioned, let's get started. So welcome to Poverty Killers Effects. Our main aim in Poverty Killers Effects is to kill poverty through trading. That's why we try by all means to give you guys the skill of trading. So make sure you watch this video until the end because I will share some valuable information. So chapter 1, breakouts, as I mentioned that we are going to deal with breakouts today. So note that we have two types of breakout. The first one is breakout and retest, and then the second one is immediate breakout. So breakout and retest is when the market, or rather say the price, break a trend line and then come back before it continue going up or down. And then immediate breakout is an opposite of breakout and retest. So with immediate breakout, the market breaks a trend line, but it doesn't come back to retest. After breaking it, it immediately continues trading lower or higher without coming to retest that broken trend line. So I have examples of breakout and retest for you guys. So here's the first one. You can see you have a support level. The green line is the market, represent the market, and then the red line represent what? Your support level. So if you look carefully, the breakout occurred on your support level. The market broke your support level, and then after breaking it, it came back to touch that broken support again to retest it. It's called a retest. So, and as you guys know that the minute the market breaks, let's say a support level and then come back to retest it, it's no longer going to be your support. It will be what? Your new resistance. And then you guys know that on resistance, you are looking for what? Selling opportunities. Resistance, you're looking for selling opportunities. Support, you're looking for what? Buying opportunities. So the minute you see a breakout and retest on support, simply means that it gives you an opportunity to enter what? The selling trade. Because why? The market now is on what? On resistance level. But you don't just enter trade, you have to wait for what? The confirmation. And most of the time for confirmation I use what? Reversal candlestick patterns. So I also have another example here. So here the market was trending to the upside. It's still a support level, but this one is in a form of what? An uptrend line, but it's still a support level. Same applies. The market broke that support, came back to retest. The minute it retest, is no longer going to be a support. It will be what? Your new resistance. And you know that on resistance you're expecting what? Selling opportunities. So this is where you can take advantage of what? Selling trades. So that's how you tackle breakout and retest. Okay, here's a third example. So the market was moving within your symmetrical triangle. In this case, the breakout occurred where at your resistance trend line. So the market broke that resistance trend line, and then after breaking it, it came back to retest that broken trend line. The minute it retested, it's no longer going to be your resistance. It will be what? Your new support. You know that on support you're looking for what? Buying opportunities. So this is where you're going to look for buying opportunities. Don't just enter buying trade. You have to wait for a certain confirmation. After getting that confirmation, that's where you can enter your buying trade, and then the market will shoot to the upside. And then the fourth example, the market was trending to the downside. The market decided to break what? Also the resistance trend line. Then after the market broke that resistance trend line, the market came back to retest to give you a chance to enter the trades. And then you know that the minute it retests resistance is no longer going to be resistance. It will be what? Your new support level where you're going to tackle, or rather say look for what? Buying opportunities. So that's how you use the concept of breakout and retest. So here's another example of breakout and retest in a bearish form, which means that the breakout occurred to the downside. So you can see the market was moving within this up channel, and then the market ended up breaking what? Your support trend line. After the market broke that support trend line, the market came back to retest that broken support. The minute it retested, it's no longer what support, it will be what resistance trend line. So after retesting that resistance trend line, you know that on resistance you're looking for what? Selling opportunities. So you have to look for selling opportunities here. But you don't just sell, as I mentioned, you have to wait for a certain confirmation. Mostly I use reversal candlesticks for confirmation. So if you look carefully in this case, a reversal candlestick was formed, which is evening star, the one that is made up of 3 candlesticks. The first one is a bullish, and then the second one, or rather say the middle one, is a doji. Sometimes it can be a spinning top, and then the last one is a bearish candlestick. Then after seeing this formation of evening star, that's what it can confirm for you that the market will go to the downside. Then that's where you can place your what you're selling trades. So in order for you to trade breakout and retest, you have to wait for certain confirmation. As I mentioned, you must use reversal candlestick for even more added confirmation, and then note that the more of the formation of candlesticks after the breakout, the higher that is a real breakout, because we also have what we call fake breakout, which I'm going to cover in this video also. Here's another example of a breakout and retest in a bullish form, which means that the breakout occurred to the upside. So if you look carefully, you have this nice respected trend line here, and then on this trend line the market ended up breaking that trend line. The minute after the market broke that trend line, the market ended up coming back to retest, to pay the last respect on that trend line. And then after it retests that trend line, that's where you are expecting what? Opportunities, and it will be buying opportunities, because it was resistant trend line, and then the market broke it, and then it came back to retest, which means now is what? Your new support trend line. And you know, on support you're looking for what? Buying opportunities. So you have to wait for buying opportunities. Also make sure that you wait for a confirmation, and don't just enter buying trades, and then the market will push to the upside. And then same thing, make sure you use reversal candlesticks for confirmation, even if you're trading a bullish breakout and retest. And then wait for candlestick that is very close or breaks the broken trend line to close above it. And then that's where you can also take it as a confirmation and place your buy trades. And then, as I mentioned, that we also have what we call immediate breakout. So with immediate breakout, I mentioned that is when the market breaks, let's say, a trend line, but it doesn't come back to retest. It just continue trading higher or lower of that broken trend line, depending whether it's a bullish breakout or a bearish breakout. So here's an example of immediate breakout. The first one, the market was moving on a downtrend. We have your resistance trend line here. You have your resistance trend line, and then the market broke that resistance trend line, but it never came back to retest. After breaking it, the market continued trading higher. Then another one here, the market was moving on an uptrend, and then the market broke the support trend line. Then after breaking it, you didn't even bother to come and retest, just continue trading lower. So here's an example of immediate breakout in a bearish form. So if you look carefully, the market was moving on an up channel. Then the market decided to break the support trend line. After the market broke the support trend line, the market didn't even come to retest. So most of the time I don't take trades based on immediate breakout. Why? Because it doesn't give me a chance to enter my trades. It just breaks and then continue trading lower or higher, depending whether it's a bearish breakout or a bullish breakout. So I don't take trades based on immediate breakout. But if you want to tackle things like immediate breakout, I recommend you using what? Pending orders, which means that you can use your buy stop or sell stop, depending whether you're looking for to tackle it the bearish breakout or the bullish breakout. If it is for the bearish breakout, it simply means that you're going to use what? Sell stop. For bullish one, you're going to use what? Buy stop. As you can see, I also mentioned that rules for bearish: wait for the candlestick that intersects or break the upward trend line to close below the trend line, and that candlestick must not be long. You must keep that in mind. And then place a sell stop few pips below the low of that candlestick that closed below the trend line. And then also the most important thing, set your stop loss few pips above the high of that candlestick. So what is important is the candlestick that will intersect or breaks the upward trend line to close. That is the important thing, because you're going to use it to set your self stop and also set what your stop loss. And then here's a bullish form of immediate breakout. You can see the market was moving within a down channel, and then until the market decided to break the resistance of that trend line. Then after the market broke that resistance, it continued trading above it. It didn't even bother to come and retest it. Same applies, the same rules applies. You have to wait for the candlestick that intersects or break the downward trend line to close above that trend line. And then also note that that candlestick must not be too long. And then also place a buy stop order few pips above the high of that candlestick, and also set the stop loss a few pips below the low of that candlestick. I'm also going to do another video doing this practically on how to tackle trades based on breakout and retest, and also immediate breakouts. I'm going to do a practical video trading using breakouts. So chapter 2, we also have what we call fake breakout. So what is a fake breakout? So fake breakout, you won't be able to tell if the market will make a fake breakout or not. But here's the thing about them. A fake breakout on H4 time frame may be a reversal candlestick on a daily time frame. So when it happens, you have to switch around between time frames. Then that's why maybe you'll be able to notice that a fake breakout might occur. That's why it's important when you analyze, you have to switch around different time frames. So here's an example of fake breakout. You can see the market was moving within like a horizontal support and resistance, and then it also made a couple of fake breakouts. So a fake breakout is when the market breaks, let's say a trend line or support and resistance. It breaks it, but it failed to continue with the breakout. Remember, we also have what we call breakout and retest, and it also occurs like this. It is when the market breaks a certain level, and then you come back to retest and push up. But with a fake breakout, it breaks, and then when it's in a process of retesting, it loses power to push to continue with the breakout direction, but it ended up failing, and then go back to trade within those respected levels. In this case, is horizontal support and resistance. Then here's another example. Here the market broke your support, and then it failed to continue pushing to the downside, but it ended up going back to trade within, or rather say to move within your horizontal support and resistance. So this is how a fake breakout looks like. So that's why it's important when you want to take a trade based on a breakout and retest. That's why it's important to wait for confirmation, because if you don't wait for confirmation, it will end up making what? A fake breakout. Okay guys, so another tip is that if you see a setup full of fake breakouts, it also indicates that it will end up making what? An immediate breakout, because it has been attempting to break the structure but it failed. So I mean, it will result in making an immediate breakout. Even in this example, guys, you can see it has too many fake breakout, and then at last it ended up making what? An immediate breakout. So guys, this is the end of today's video. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section, or I'll also leave my WhatsApp number in the description. You can feel free to text me anytime on WhatsApp. If you want this copy of the PDFs that I was using to present here, just let me know also in the comment section, or you can hit me up on WhatsApp, then you'll get yourself this copy. Make sure you guys subscribe and also like this video. Let me know in the comment section what I must cover in the next video. See you guys in the next video.